For years, Alex Eala was treated like a talented prospect with potential, but not a real threat. People talked about her junior success, her training, her future, but deep down, the tennis world still saw her as one for tomorrow. Not today, not now, not at the highest level. But suddenly, everything is changing. Fans are no longer asking if Alex Eala can compete with the best players in the world. Now they're asking something completely different: how far can she actually go? Because over the last few months something shifted. The energy around Alex Eala feels different. The reactions from fans feel different. Even the way commentators talk about her has changed completely. And if you've been paying attention closely, you can feel it too. The respect is finally arriving. And honestly, it didn't happen overnight. What makes this story so fascinating is that Alex Eala didn't explode onto the scene with one lucky run or one viral moment. This has been building slowly, match after match, tournament after tournament. While everyone else was focused on the biggest names in women's tennis, Eala kept improving quietly in the background. Her movement got sharper, her confidence became stronger, her shot selection became smarter, and perhaps most importantly, she stopped looking nervous against elite competition. That's the biggest sign that a player is evolving. Because talent alone doesn't scare top players, confidence does. And now, when Alex Eala walks onto the court, she looks like she belongs there. That's what fans are noticing. That's what analysts are noticing. And that's what the tennis world can no longer ignore. What's really impressive is the pressure she carries every single time she plays. Alex Eala is not just another young tennis player trying to climb the rankings. She carries the hopes of an entire country behind her. Every match becomes bigger because millions of Filipino fans are emotionally invested in her journey. Every win becomes national news. Every deep tournament run creates massive excitement online. For many athletes, that kind of pressure can destroy confidence. But for Eala, it seems to be fueling her. And that's rare. You can actually see the maturity in the way she handles important moments now. Earlier in her career, there were moments where nerves clearly affected her decision-making during big matches. But recently, her composure has looked completely different. Even when facing experienced opponents, she stays calm, focused, and aggressive. That's not luck. That's growth. And another reason why the tennis world is finally respecting her is because her game itself is becoming more dangerous. She's not winning points randomly. There's structure behind what she's doing. Her court awareness has improved massively. She knows when to attack, she knows when to extend rallies, and she's learning how to force opponents into uncomfortable positions. That's what separates exciting young players from serious competitors. A lot of young players can hit hard. Very few understand how to control momentum in a match. Alex Eala is starting to understand it. And once a player develops that ability, everything changes. You also have to remember that women's tennis right now is extremely competitive. The WTA Tour is full of power hitters, elite athletes, and experienced champions. There are no easy matches anymore. Every tournament is dangerous. Every round can become a battle. So when a young player starts earning respect in this environment, it means something. It means people inside the sport are paying attention. And lately, that attention around Eala has been growing rapidly. Fans have noticed how competitive she's become against stronger opponents. Analysts have started mentioning her name more often in discussions about the future of women's tennis. Even social media reactions during her matches feel bigger than before. Every tournament now feels like another opportunity for her to prove that she belongs among the rising stars of the game. And perhaps the most exciting part is this: she still hasn't reached her peak. That's what should worry the rest of the tour. Because if this is only the beginning of Alex Eala's evolution, then the future could become very interesting very quickly. One thing that separates Eala from many other young players is her mentality. She doesn't seem obsessed with attention. She doesn't look distracted by hype. Instead, she looks focused on improving step by step. And in professional tennis, that mindset is incredibly valuable. We've seen many talented players rise quickly and disappear just as fast because they couldn't handle expectations. Tennis is brutal mentally. One bad month can destroy confidence. One injury can change momentum completely. One difficult season can make fans move on instantly. But Alex Eala continues moving forward. Even after setbacks, even after difficult losses. And that resilience is earning respect from people who truly understand the sport. Because real tennis fans know something important: development is never linear. Not every future star dominates immediately. Some players need time to physically mature, some need experience, some need confidence, and some need to learn how to handle pressure before they unlock their best level. Eala appears to be entering that phase now. The phase where potential slowly becomes reality. And another reason why fans are connecting with her is because her journey feels authentic. Nothing about her rise feels manufactured. It feels earned. People have watched her grow over time. They've seen the struggles, the learning experiences, the improvements, and the emotional moments. That creates a stronger emotional connection between athlete and audience. And in today's sports world, emotional connection matters massively. Fans don't just support players because they win. They support players because they feel invested in the story. And Alex Eala's story is becoming one of the most interesting stories in tennis right now. Especially for younger fans. Because she represents something hopeful, a new generation, a player coming from a country that historically hasn't dominated world tennis, now suddenly producing someone capable of competing on big stages. That inspires people. And inspiration creates loyal audiences. The atmosphere around her matches has changed because of that. More people are watching, more people are reacting online, more people are discussing her future after tournaments. Even casual tennis fans are becoming curious about her progress. That curiosity is powerful. Because once casual fans become emotionally invested, a player's popularity can explode very quickly. And honestly, it feels like Alex Eala is getting close to that moment. That breakthrough moment where the entire sports world suddenly realizes she's no longer just promising. She's real. But with growing respect also comes growing expectations. And this next phase of her career could become the most difficult part yet. Because now opponents will prepare differently for her, they'll study her game more carefully, they'll enter matches knowing she's dangerous. The surprise factor slowly disappears once respect arrives. That's the true test for every rising athlete. Can you continue improving after the world starts paying attention? Can you handle the pressure once expectations become serious? Can you survive the emotional weight of becoming a star? Those questions will define Alex Eala's future. But based on what we've seen recently, there are reasons to believe she's ready for that challenge. Her confidence looks real. Her discipline looks real. And perhaps most importantly, her hunger still looks real. You can feel that she wants more. Not attention. Not social media hype. More improvement. More victories. More progress. And that mentality could take her very far. Of course, becoming a true elite player in tennis is incredibly difficult. The journey from rising prospect to consistent champion is one of the hardest transitions in sports. Many players get close, very few actually cross that line. But Alex Eala has already achieved something important. She changed the conversation. People are no longer asking whether she belongs in professional tennis. Now they're wondering how high she can climb. That is a massive difference. Because respect in sports is never given freely. It has to be earned through performances, resilience, consistency, and mental strength. And slowly but surely, Alex Eala is earning it. The tennis world is finally beginning to understand that this isn't just another temporary story or social media trend. There's something real happening here, something developing naturally through hard work and experience. And if her current trajectory continues, this may only be the beginning of a much bigger chapter in her career. A chapter where Alex Eala is no longer chasing recognition from the tennis world. Because the tennis world is finally chasing her,